Hey guys, welcome back to my PI series, I guess. We can call it that. My PI trials and experiments and all that. And I'm going to start off by saying thanks to Master Yoda. Right now I'm able to produce tier 3 with 2 planets. I'm going to just show you guys what I'm doing. So I have 2 planets in low sec, and what I'm doing is on this planet I'm gathering synthetic oil. This is how my setup looks like. Everything is close up to the launch pad, and I am gathering synthetic oil because I need it to make Yukomi superconductors, which is on this other planet right here, right? The setup over here is with a additional advanced facility that is actually missing synthetic oil right now. So what I need to do is go to the plant that's making the synthetic oil and bring it over here, but that's something that I will show you at the end of this clip. For now, what I'm trying to build is some planetary vehicles, because yeah, who doesn't like cars? So to do that we need, if we take a look over here, mechanical parts, miniature electronics, and super tensile plastics. This is Alice's PI scheme, by the way. So for super tensile plastics we need oxygen and biomass, which can be harvested out of a ice planet, because it's noble gas and plankton colonies that go into making super tensile plastics. And what I've done, I've used the agency to find planets, right? You can filter over here what you're looking for, and I've identified this low sec system with some decent looking planets on it, and I've made my way over here in this system. You can use Eve gate check before you jump to see if there's any kills at the gates. You can also look at the Z kill of the system to see what kind of ships are getting lost in here, what happens most of the time. So it looks like industrial ships have died quite a bit over here, but yeah, it is what it is. It's low sec, so the most dangerous time for us would be, I guess, when we drop the command center on the planet, and when we come to harvest our resources. And given that we are going to do 3 planets to obtain our final product, we are going to be a high maintenance setup. So we're gonna do traveling daily from planet to planet to pick up resources and to feed our quote-unquote factory planet, where we actually make the tier 3 product itself. So without further ado, let's just take a quick gander at our planet, and let's see where we're gonna drop our command center. So what I'm doing right now is viewing the planet from the station, but in order to drop the command center you have to be undocked. So I am going to undock right now. I'm near a station. I should be safe if I don't drift away too much. So what I'm gonna do is stop my ship so I stay within docking range, and I'm going to pay attention to my D-scan to see if anybody approaches the station while I do what I have to do, which is scan for pockets of plankton colonies and noble gas. And let's identify a good pocket of noble gas. There's plenty going around. Okay, let's stay with these 3 pockets over here, and let's see if we have any plankton colonies around. Yes, we do. They are a bit further out. Yeah, it's okay. So we can drop our command center right over here. So So let's go ahead and build ice command center, and we also need to upgrade this. We have command center upgrades level 4, so we can do this and get more resources out of our command center. That will allow us to place more stuff on the planet. But for now we are done, and we can make our way out of this system, I guess. But before I go, I'll go back into dock, because who knows, maybe I can find a lava or a plasma planet in this system. So let's go ahead and take a look back into the agency, and let's see if there's any lava planets in here. No, there's not. And any plasma planets in here? Nope. So we have one jump away, and we have a lava 2 jumps away, but that's too many low sec jumps while in an industrial. So I will jump out of here back into high sec, and I will do some research once I'm back into high sec, I guess. So let's close this, and let's go ahead and undock. There's still 3 people in local. It's a factional warfare system, so people will do a bit of stuff in here until the factional warfare goes away. So we need to be careful. I've already made a safe spot in here while traveling from the gate to this station over here. And I also want to get a perch, but let's go ahead and get ourselves first into high sec, right? So I'm gonna try and also make a perch on this gate. So I'm going to warp to within 0, and I'm gonna watch the distance over here, and as I close into the gate I will make a bookmark. Right now I'm not in a cloaky ship. Yeah, I have a cloak, but it doesn't allow me to move. It's just a tier 2 improved cloaking device. So I'm not going to be able to make a perch like 300 kilometers away from the gate. I'll do something like 1,000, which is still fine. So I'm going to hit Control B ahead of time while warping to this gate, and we are going to pay attention on our distances here. $5 million, 1 million. Okay, and that will be our perch. It's far enough away from the gate, and we can descan the gate from that position to actually see if there's any people sitting on the gate while we try to extract. So let's name this perch Damalin, and let's submit and get out of here. And now let's build our planet. So what I'm gonna do, given that there's some Athenars in here, I can warp to one of these Athenars, and you can do modifications and structures and stuff from anywhere in space on your planets. So let's go ahead and set this up. We are going to need a launch pad. Everything is going to be closed in on the launch pad. So let's do this right here. Looks okay. And we can also submit the launch pad. We're happy with its position, and we want to get oxygen and biomass, and that will take 2 extractor control units. So let's place these as close as possible to our launch pad. If you remember from the scan, our resources are pretty close. This radius that you see around the control, the extractor control unit, right, is the radius to which you can spread your extractor heads. This is also down to the command center upgrade skill, the range of the radius. So let's look in our scan, take this down a bit for planktic colonies, and we're gonna do this and click on install extraction program. So the extractor has not been built. All right, no problem. Then let's submit. Both the extractors are built. We are happy with where our resources are, right? Planktic and noble gas. And let's start extracting. So click here, and we are looking for planktic colonies in here, right? We need to click on this, and let's do I guess a short program, something like 5 hours for starters, and let's install 6 heads. But yeah, as you might notice, we are not close enough to the resource. The higher concentration is here in the white, but that's not bad. We are still getting a decent number over here, so we can drag our extractors as close to it. Your resources, as they deplete, they will shift positions on the planet. So what I can do is decommission this and bring it a bit closer, which I guess, since we are doing a simple setup, it's not going to be a very long link towards our launch pad. So what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to decommission this, and I'm also going to decommission the launch pad. Yeah, I am burning a bit of ISK, but it's okay. We need to get our setup right. So let's go ahead and do a launch pad again, and let's take a look at our scan again. So Noble's really close, so we can do our launch pad in here. And now let's submit this and build the extractor control units. Oh, come on. Still ready. No problem. I want to get stuff as close as possible so I don't use a lot of the resources in here. So let's see, did I do better this time around? Planktic colonies. Yeah, I am a bit closer to the pocket, which is fine for me. So let's do a short cycle of 5 hours, and let's put our 6 heads over here. And there we go. That's our extraction for planktic colonies. We're gonna do, you're gonna notice it's still red because it's missing some stuff. You're gonna see in a bit it will change its color, so we can submit what we've done so far because we're happy with it. And let's go over here, and we are looking for noble gas in here. 6 heads. We're gonna get a lot more noble gas. Then we're gonna get planktic colonies. That's because of our setup, but it's fine. It's not a problem. Stuff will get routed in our launch pad, and we can always stop cycles on the extractor control units, and our factories will continue to build out of the resources that are in the launch pad. So let's do a matching cycle of 5 hours. I'm getting some so why am I getting these -1% over here is because these heads are close to one another. They're touching one another, so yeah, just move this one a bit further down, and there we go. We can submit, and now we need to transform the raw materials that we are extracting into oxygen and biomass. So oxygen comes from the noble gas and the biomass from the plastic colonies. We need two basic industry facilities. And let's place these as close as we can. All right. And now let's submit. And this one needs a schematic, right? We're gonna basically apply a blueprint, tell the factory what I'm looking for. So it is biomass and install. And in this one, we are looking to get oxygen and install. And there we go. Now we can submit these changes and we can start linking things together. But of course, these two products that we're gonna get from here need to be turned into super tensile plastics. So let's see, does a basic facility have the schematic for super tensile plastics? No, it doesn't. So that means we need a advanced industry facility, which is gonna sit again as close as possible to the cluster over here. And we can submit this change. Let's tell it what we want to build. Super tensile plastics, install, and I guess submit again. And now let's link everything. So create link. Everything is nicely linked together now. And let's create our routes. So out of the products here, I can do a 3000 into this, and the rest I can route it straight into the launch pad. And you see it's changed its color, so now it's working, it's doing its job. Let's do the same over here. Let's put 3000 in the basic facility, and the rest of the material, let's tell it to go to our launch pad. Our launch pad has plenty of storage, 10,000 cubic meters. So the quote-unquote overspill that I'm getting, I'm going to route it to the launch pad. And these need to get routed as well into the main factory over here. So now it's getting plankton colonies. It needs to get the biomass to the advanced facility. There we go. And this one as well. Routed, and we need to route this into the launch pad, the final product. And because all of the links are here, it doesn't need to have a direct link to the launch pad. The product will get delivered. So right now my storage is empty, but after the cycles are done, I will have stuff in here. This is the setup for the super tensile plastics for the first part of our making of planetary vehicles. This is looking just fine. I still have room in here, so what I can also do is make something like a storage facility here on top of the launch pad. In case I get a lot of resources inside the launch pad, I can also do an expedited transfer from the launch pad to the storage facility or something like that. So yeah, we can link this, and we're still doing all right because everything is closely knit together, right? Let's see. The cycles take 15 minutes, so every 15 minutes you will get resources, raw resources, and then every 30 minutes you're going to be producing oxygen, and after that every hour you're going to get your super tensile plastics. All right, so this is one planet down. We have submitted everything. We are happy with how it looks with the setup, so we can go ahead and close this, and let's start looking for the remaining two planets. So we need a lava and a plasma planet. But how do we identify some good candidates? Out of the lava planet, we need to get miniature electronics. So we need a lava planet that has a good enough deposit of felsic magma and non-CS crystals. So let's see if we can find one in high-sec. And we already have lava in here, and we're looking for felsic and non-CS. Of course, low-sec, there you go. 3 jumps away. Let's just set destination and see. Yeah, so it's, I don't want to do 3 low-sec jumps in an industrial. That's a bit risky. So we're gonna look for something else. But high-sec planets, everybody does PI on high-sec planets, so they're gonna be low on resources. This is 4 jumps away, 4 jumps away. Yeah, they're gonna have resources, but they will be through, yeah, low-sec jumps to get in there. So I don't really like them. Oh, nice deposits, but yeah, there we go. A lot of jumps through low-sec again. Yep. A lot of low-sec jumps. This one, when it shows you this X over here, it basically tells you that your remote sensing skill does not allow you to scan resources on the planet, so you kind of need to get within range of the planet in terms of jumps, in terms of systems, to actually get results. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set destination to heck, and once I'll get it closer to heck, I'll start scanning from there the planets. The skills needed for these are Omega skills, planet management. So command center upgrades 4 lets me upgrade my command center to level 4 and have more resources on it. Planetology is the understanding of planet evolution, so better scan results, I guess. Advanced planetology, a bit of a bonus in terms of scanning the resources, right? Something like weapon specialization or something like that, so an extra bit of a bonus when scanning for resources. Interplanetary consolidation, level 4, means I can do 5 planets. Level 5 means I will be able to do 6. And remote sensing, so this will allow me to scan the planets, right, using the agency and see where their resources are located. But yeah, let's keep looking for our lava planet. Are we gonna get lucky and find one around here in high-sec that has enough resources? Ekmar, no. Vard, nope. Nope. I'm gonna say nope plenty of times, I guess, but nope. I set destination to this by mistake. No big deal. Maybe, I don't know. This one is a bit tempting, I guess. Yeah, that felsic magma is not that common, right? By this point, you can just, I guess, ignore high-sec plants. You can see the results, right? So pretty low on the felsic magma side. Yeah, they have non-CS crystals, I guess, but yeah, they're kind of low on the felsic magma. So we can do this. and set it to low sec. And I'm going to do something because I remember it should be here. It should have some lava planets. So yeah, I will bring you guys back once I find a lava planet, and I will show you the setup on the lava planet. Alright, so while traveling around through space doing some jumps, I think I've identified a couple of decent candidates. This one is just one low sec jump, so let's take a look at the planetary production over here in this system. And we're looking for felsic magma pockets. So it has a bit of resource spread around on the planet, which is not bad. And we are also looking for non-CS crystals, which is quite abundant. So I guess we can work with this system, but before we go there, let's do a gate check. And let's say Onga to Oderlulf in here. I'm gonna take these guys out because I'm interested in Onga to Oderlulf. And check, no kills at the gates. Alright, let's also open up the Z kill on this system. Okay, no kills today. And yeah, seems like kills happen like sporadically in here. So that's not a bad system to do some PI in. So let's head over there, and I'm gonna bring you guys back once I'm in system and once I've deployed my stuff on the planet, my command center that is. One jump away from the low sec system, and we have 8 people in local here, so we need to be careful. Let's see if there's anything on the gate. There might be people like scouting the gate to see what jumps through, so we need to be extra careful here. And let's go ahead and do another gate check to see if anything happened meantime while we were traveling. So still 0 kills at the gates, which is not bad news for us. Same routine as we enter the system. We are going to warp to a station, and we are going to make a safe spot on the way in the system. Alright, there's only one guy in here, so that's not bad news. And let's warp to this station within 0 and hit Control B, right? And let's wait for the distance over here to drop down to like 14-15 AUs and create our safe spot. I guess we can go ahead and name it safe while we're flying, and let's submit. That's good enough, far enough from the gate and the station. And let's bring up agency, and let's view planetary production. We are on 0 on the station, so we can quickly dock if anything shows up on our D-scan. And close this. So we need to get felsic right, wrong. So we need to get felsic magma. Let's see, let's check. Let's not do any stupid things. So we are looking for miniature electronics. So yeah, Felsic and non-CS. Felsic is abundant over here in this region. Let's see, can we find a denser hotspot? There it is. And do we have a non-CS nearby? Yes, we do. Perfect. Let's keep descanning and let's build our lava command center over here. It's also upgraded quick to level 4 and submit this, and now we can exit the planetary production. And let's see, descan showing nothing. There's still this new guy and system. We don't know what he's doing, so we're gonna pay attention while jumping out of here. Let's see which gate leads to high sec. This one, right? We see 0.6 here, so we're going to warp on 0 on this gate and try and get a perch along the way. I guess we can activate our shields while we're doing this, just in case this new friend we got in local is sitting on the gate or something. Let's hit Control B and name it Perch Gelf. Alright, and let's watch the distance. You can also watch it in here, I guess, but yeah. So there's nothing on the gate, that's perfect. And we can submit now. And that's going to be our perch on this gate. Yeah, it's not 200 kilometers away from the gate, but it's still enough for us to check if there's anything sitting on the gate, any camps over here, while we will be extracting our resources. And now I can warp to this astrohost, for example, and let's start working on our lava planet. So let's view this and let's scan again, I guess, for the Felsic. So we're right on top of the Felsic deposit over here. Alright, and the non-CS is close by over here. So let's see, if we build a extractor head right here, we will be able to catch a bit of that denser resource. So let's do this. Launchpad, and submit. And now 2 extractor control units as close as possible to the launch pad. There we go, and there we go. And now we can submit these 2, and let's start extracting some Felsic magma. Let's do 6 heads again, I guess, and let's do a 4-hour this time around. It's not really dense, this pocket over here, but it's the best we've found on the planet, so we'll take it for now. You can squeeze stuff, I guess, but we can also spread them to deplete the resource slower, right? So we can go a bit like this, even in towards the red with our heads, and we are getting 86,000 units of Felsic magma. So let's start the extraction. Alright, and let's submit this change. And over here we're going to do non-CS crystals. Again, 6 heads. And let's take a look. Okay, so it's not close enough, but that's not that bad. It works Let's see what number we get. Otherwise we're gonna move things a bit. So let's pull out all of the heads from that cluster over there. 15,000, so that's not matching what we're getting from the other one, so we need to move things lower, I guess closer to this pocket. This looks better though, but yeah, we want to keep things together as close as possible, so it is what it is. I guess we could have researched for a better planet in terms of felsic magma, but we'll take it for now. This is mostly for an example of how to do things. This Falcon is looking at us, but we're in high sec, so he's not gonna risk his ship to blow us up. So yeah, let's go ahead and drag these down. Alright, cancel this. Decommission. Decommission and decommission. Burning a bit of ISK, no problem. It's not a lot. And let's put it over here. The launch pad, that is. And now let's drag our extractors close by. Alright. Let's see. Install non-CS. Yeah, now we are covering the resource better. So let's do this and tell it to go for a 4 hour. There we go. And now we are getting better numbers in there. Let's see how much resource we actually end up getting. And we can put this one somewhere in here. 70,000, so that will be closer to our number on the felsic magma. Felsic 4 hours, 6 heads. I guess I can do an extra heading here or something like that to match the numbers. That might not be a bad idea. Let's get our stuff from around the edges. 74,000, so yeah, that's not a big discrepancy. Oh, let's start the extraction, and now let's submit first, and let's place our basic industry facilities. Like we can do them something like this, close to the launch pad. And we also need a advanced, so let's put it on top over here. Symmetry, right? No, I don't intend on any graphical references over here, but yeah, it came out as it did, I guess. We can link stuff up now. Actually, we don't need those, so let's cancel. So what we're needing actually is to create links from here to here, from here to here, and from here to here. And also we're gonna link these depending on what we tell them to do. So I guess I can link this one over here and this one over here. And let's go ahead and submit. And let's see, this one is doing felsic magma, so it's going this way. We are going to install the schematic for, what is it, silicone, felsic magma, yes, silicone. So where's my silicone? Over here, there it is. Install the schematic, and it's now missing the resources, so let's route 3000 for starters in there, and this The rest, let's put it into the launchpad, and let's do the same process on this side. So no products present, it's inactive. All right, we missed something. We didn't submit probably, or we didn't start the extraction. No problem, we can redo this so everything's where it should be. Let's start extracting and let's submit. All right, now we're actually getting products, but if you do this, it tells you you need a schematic. So let's get a schematic in here, and the shadow structures need to be transformed. So yeah, the non-CS, excuse me, needs to come into shadow structures. So let's tell it to make shadow structures, install, and submit. And now let's take the non-CS over here, create route. All right, the rest of the stuff into the launchpad. There we go. And now the stuff from here needs to go into our advanced, so shadow structures. And again, I've forgotten to input the schematic, which is miniature electronics. So let's input our schematic and let's click submit, and now we can actually route the shadow structures in there and the silicone in here. Alrighty, and now let's route the miniature electronics back into the launchpad. Everything's routed and everything is working, and let's click submit. Given that we have a bit of space, we can do a storage facility over here next to our launchpad. There we go, plenty of room remaining, and we can link this, and in case we get a lot of resources in our launchpad and it fills up, it gets sorry it gets filled up, we can I lost my English for a bit over there. So yeah, if this fills up, we can also put stuff into the storage facility. So we limit, I guess, the number of trips we do into LowSec. But we are now done with our lava planet and our ice planet. So we are going to be looking for a plasma planet, right? So let's see, can we find one nearby? Plasma over here. What do we want out of the plasma planet? We are looking for we were making planetary, so reactive metals and precious metals, which are coming from noble metals and base metals. All right, so do we have anything in high sec? Noble, base, with a bit more concentration please. I think we're gonna be able to find one in high sec. Yeah, not in scanning range, out of that one. Again, LowSec is presenting with the best resources as usual. Yeah, there we go. LowSec, 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 LowSec. This one isn't looking really bad. This one either. But yeah, let's go towards this and do a bit more jumps and a bit more research, and I will bring you guys back once I've identified the planet. I would like to have a high-sec one for my last planet, because that's also where I'm going to do my final product, which is planetary vehicles. That's also going to be my factory plant, so I will do a bit of research for this one before I find it, and I'll bring you guys back into the clip once I do that, once I identify a good enough candidate. Alright, so I've managed to identify a decent enough candidate in high-sec for our factory plant as well. So given that we're in the system and it's not low-sec, we can sit on the gate and deploy our command center on the planet. But first, let's scan for what we need. So we need to do reactive metals, which is base metals, that's the base resource, and precious metals, which is noble. So we're looking for base and noble. Okay, let's look for the high concentrated pockets, I guess, on the planet. So there's a few around, and also noble metals. There's one here. Okay, so it's the same, it's only one good pocket. Do we have any base metals nearby? I'm not really happy with the distance, honestly, from that pocket to the base metals pocket, but we can get something working over here. So let's drop our command center right here, and let's submit this. We can upgrade now. Alright, submit again, and let's scan for those noble metals. So these are here, and the base metals are over here. So how am I going to do this? Let's see. Alright, this can be something like over here. Okay, let's place the launch pad here. I guess it's near enough the command center, and let's submit. Let's burn some ISK. And now let's get our extractor control units. This one is in good enough range of the base metals, and let's go to scan and look for the noble metals. Okay, extractor control unit. Alright, so we're catching from both of the pockets. That's really good. Let's place this as close as possible to our launch pad. There we go, and let's submit our changes, and let's start extracting. So I'm looking for base metals. Let's do 3.5 hours with 6 heads again. Guess we can stretch them as far out as possible. And we can put one somewhere in here, and we can start this extraction. And let's submit. And now for this one, which is going to be noble metals. Six heads again, and 3.5 hours. Why I'm doing this so close? Because I will do a clip on me collecting the resource from all the planets and bringing everything to the factory planet, just to show you guys the process, right? So that's why the program duration can be up to you. You can set it up to like a week or something like that. It's entirely up to you how you do this. All right, so that's done, and let's submit. And now let's get our basic industry facilities. One here and another one here. Good. Let's submit and let's install the schematics. So we are looking for precious metals and over here for reactive metals. Let's submit the changes and let's start linking things. Okay, cluster shutdown is pretty close, no problem. Submit this, and now let's route stuff in here. No, we needed to go in there. All right, no problem. Even if it's zigzagging, the stuff will get there, so it's not a big deal. And this one over here, there we go. And let's take the overspill and get it into our launch pad. There we go. Done and done. And now we need a advanced facility. All right. We also need to link this to the launch pad. The schematic is mechanical parts, install, and let's see what we need to do. We need reactive metals. Nope. Yep, create route over here, and precious metals, create route over here. Now everything is working, and this is, yeah, I skipped a step I guess, but create route into the launch pad, and that's your stuff going. And we need another thing, which is another advanced industry facility, right? And this one is going to be our main planet. So let's link the launch pad to it and submit and get the schematic for planetary vehicles. Oh, let's see. There we go. Install. And we are going to wait for our resources to gather into this launch pad, and we are going to start producing planetary vehicles. I guess I have room for a storage facility, which I can place in here just in case I get a lot of stuff in the planet and maxed out on resources. So that's it. I will bring you guys back when the cycles are complete on all the planets, and I will show you how the production of our tier 3 material is going to go down. But for now, I will see you later. Fly smart, take care. Hey fellas, we are in our epithel right here. It has a special planetary commodities hold, and our planets require attention, so we are going to head out and start harvesting the resources from what we did earlier. And we are going to bring everything into this planet and start making planetary vehicles. So buckle up, this might be a interesting ride. Let's go ahead and do some research before we head out. Let's see how the Z kill is looking. Okay, Odaluf has no kills so far today. That's good. Let's set this as destination, and I will bring you guys back once I am in the low sec system, harvesting the resources, hopefully in peace. Alright, so we are about to jump into lolsec, and let's cross our fingers. Hopefully we can extract our material safely. Okay, 6 people in the system, a oracle, a hurricane, and another hurricane. Let's warp to our safe spot. First and foremost, there's nobody on the gate, which is good. And let's find our planet. We are going to warp to this, and we are going to access the customs office and retrieve the miniature electronics. That we need from our lava planet. Right, let's warp to the planet now.
Warp drive active.
This is one of the most vulnerable times when going to the customs office to pick up the resources, but it has to be done, so there we go. Miniature electronics over here, transfer, open up our bay, pick them up, and they're in our ship. Let's close all of these and let's warp to the perch we have on the gate towards Hisec, so we can check if there's anybody sitting on the gate. By the looks of things, we should be safe to warp towards gate. We can double check that by looking at the gate and decreasing. So there you go, a Loki just jumped in. We need to pay attention now to this. He is right on the gate. Yep. So what we can do, alright. Looks like he warped out. Or he cloaked up. Alright, let's hit the gate at 0.
Warp drive active.
And let's punch our adaptive and hope we make it out. That Loki could be cloaked, or maybe he just warped off the gate or jumped out of the system. Okay, so we made it on the gate now. Let's jump out. And there we go. We are in Hisec. Now we are going to check Bosbugger That's where we need to pick up the super tensile plastics. So let's go and input Gelfiven to Bosberger in gate check. There it is, and check. No kills at the gates. Great. What's Ezekiel saying? Alright, just one kill today in there. Great. So I will bring you guys back when I am about to enter LOSEC. Alright, so we have reached the last high-sec system before our low-sec jump. So what I'm gonna do, I don't want to lose my resources, so I will go and dock them up in a station before jumping into the low-sec system where our planet is. Plenty of players in local over here, so we should also watch the gate before we jump in. So let's warp to within 0. And as usual, fingers crossed that we don't get blown up while we are collecting our resources off the planet. By the looks of things, there's no ships on the gate. Right, let's jump in. Let's work to our safe spot.
Drive active.
And let's take a look at our planet. There's a Rifter, and this can a Natron.
Drive active.
These guys are probably doing factional warfare. This is a factional warfare system. Switch my overview to warp out to see the customs office. So far we are looking okay. And let's grab the super tensile, transfer. And let's put them in our ship. Okay, I didn't put them in the commodities hold, but no problem. That is still fine. It doesn't take up a lot of space. So now I'm heading to my perch on the gate. Scan is looking clear for ships, which is great. So this means we can jump
Warp drive active.
with no issues. Let's activate this just in case somebody pops in while we're traveling. And we have successfully extracted our resources, so I will bring you guys back when I have arrived at the final destination at our factory planet, and I will show you how to expedite transfers, so basically how to put resources from other planets onto your factory planet. Alrighty, we've made it to our final stop. We are now warping to the plasma planet, a factory planet that is in high sec. There's something that I want to show you. So I have 25, 20, and 20 of the other, of the third resource. So that means we're gonna get a leftover of 5 super tensile plastics. But that is not a big deal. We can always sell this off on the market. So let's go ahead and deposit our resources on the planet. So just drag them from our commodities hold into the orbital customs office, and let's see, yeah, drag them over here and then click transfer, and now they are on the launch pad on the planet. So where is our planet? There it is. Well, if I can't do that, then I will do this from over here. And now that we have all the 3 resources needed, right, super tensile plastics, electronics, and mechanical parts, we can go ahead and route them into this, which is our advanced factory. This is what it requires to produce planetary vehicles. It's gonna take 1 hour, and I'm going to get 3 units per every cycle. So let's go ahead and route these over there. What are we missing? Okay, so the final product is not routed to the launch pad. So create route, click the launch pad, and there we go. Now we are officially making planetary vehicles. Since we're here, let's also do a bit of maintenance. So our launch pad is currently sitting really nice on storage. That means I am just going to reinstall my extraction schedules, and I will do something like, say, 19 hours given the time. Right now it's enough, and I need to rearrange my extractor heads. The pockets of resources still look good, and this one is overlapping over here, and this one is also overlapping a bit, I guess, but now we are looking just fine. And we're gonna hit start extraction, and we're gonna do the same over here. I said 19 hours, right? So let's set that, and let's rearrange these extractor heads so they don't interfere with one another. And there we go. Submit, and we are done with the maintenance over here. This is still red, program not active. Okay, so I didn't start the extraction. Right, these are looking fine, so start extraction, and there it is. Now we can actually submit, and our planet is fully functional. In our storage there are some materials, but for now our storage looks fine, so I am just going to keep them in here. But once I'm gonna get the full, I will redirect these to the basic industry facilities, so they will continue to make resources. And let's continue our maintenance. We are in high sec, so let's take a look at the planet that's making the plastics, and the launch pad is a quarter full. All right, that means at some point we're gonna start either routing to our storage facility or to our basic industry facilities. But for now, let's reactivate, and let's do a 19-hour cycle over here. Let's drag these away one from another, make a bit more space in between them. Great. Start extraction and submit. And on this other side, the same. $19. All right. There we go. Start extraction and submit. And now everything is up and running on this planet. And let's check the Ucomi superconductors over here on Ophicatlan. So how's my storage looking? Okay, it's looking good. We have plenty of stuff in our storage facility here. It's halfway full. Our launch pad also has maybe a quarter of its capacity filled. So if I want to pick these up from the storage facility, I need to do an expedited transfer to the launch pad and drag them here, right, and then execute transfer, and they will be moved over here, right? So that's okay. Yeah, we only have aqueous liquids and suspended plasma, so given that my storage is looking fine for now, I am just going to reactivate my cycles. So let's say 18 hours and 45 minutes. And same over here. Well, nope, I said 18 and 45, right? So there we have it. And now we can submit, and everything's up and running. And for the we have 2 more planets to look at. No problem. This over here is making Ucomi superconductors. It's missing synthetic oil, so what it means, I need to go to Tabitzer over here where I'm getting the synthetic oil out of, and bring it over to this planet. But yeah, I'm not gonna make this clip super long. You've seen plenty of the basics. This is more of a guidelines on how to set up your planetary interaction. So if you have any questions, just feel free to email me or ask them in the chats on YouTube, on the clips, right? They're also going to be, as per usual, in the video description, the links of the tools that I used. for doing this clip on PI, right? Okay, this one is still looking alright for now, so let's do 1845, start extraction, and another 1845 over here. Okay, and submit. And for the last planet, storage wise doing fine, so 1845, and let's look at those extractor heads. So the pocket is already not looking that great. Might need to look for a different planet or a different pocket, I don't know. We will see how it goes in time. Our production. Okay, we can start the extraction now and click submit. And for the last extractor head, 1845. And let's spread things out a bit. And there we go. That's our maintenance done for our planets. Don't really like the look of our resources, so let's take a look. Felsic magma. Is that the only hotspot remaining on the planet? Yeah. Alright. And it is non-CS crystals. Okay, so it has 2, 3, 4 more hotspots, but we are running low on felsic magma, so I might need to find me, I guess, a richer planet in terms of that resource. But yeah, like I said before, this is basically a guideline on how to do your research, how to set things up, how to do your navigation and all that. So for now, that's it from me in terms of planetary interaction. Fly smart, stay safe, and I'll see you on the next clip.